You suck, you jackass.
La la la, Luke, Luke, I am your father. Lola, Lola, Lola.
Two of your snot-nosed jockeys did a flyby on my tower at over 400 knots. I want somebody's butt. I want it now. I've had it. God damn it! Heck, twice. I want some butts.
La la la, Luke, Luke, I am your father. Lola, Lola, Lola.
Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Looks like I picked the wrong day. Just quit sniffing glue.
Happy Devil Saturday! This is Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. It's going to be a fast-paced post-game podcast. Devils After Dark. Devils lose 5-2. Okay, we're done.
We're gonna have to get some holiday movie quotes or something like that. Some Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, Batman Returns, Gremlins, Home Alone. Gotta get some good holiday movies in there at some point, you know. And of course, I don't actually sniff glue. That was just a line from Airplane. I hope you
I love that.
remember. Yeah. That was the next one. I mean, I think that kind of fits for our season, you know? Like, looks like we picked the wrong season to quit sniffing glue, you know? Like, we thought we were going to be good, but no. They're just pulling us back in. Godfather.
Scotty,
Godfather.
I knew something was wrong this season when the power went out during preseason. I should have known. I should have known not to enter that Devil's PA announcer contest. I should have known.
Well, hopefully there'll be another one next year. Maybe I'll throw my hand in the bucket next year.
I
hope maybe they'll have it again. We'll see. But yeah, welcome again to the very patient, damn it, Devils recap here on Devils After Dark. Not ringing the Hell's bells once again for a game out there in Detroit where the Devils actually had some good, some good stretches where they played pretty well to start the game. I don't think they let the Red Wings have a shot in the first, roughly 10 minutes. They kind of went to sleep after that. But, I mean, the first period was pretty solid. They had a couple points where the Red Wings turned it on a little bit. But, the biggest news coming out of it is Jesper, not playing tonight. He was a very late scratch. Illness, not COVID related. So much like on an airplane, I guess he had the fish. And it did not settle well in the old tummy. And that's fine. Jesper, please get well soon. I don't know. I just know it's an illness. I'm just making that up, that other part. But he was scratched about an hour before game time. PK also put into COVID protocols. As Sam Wu told you earlier in the day on the Wu Report and Game Day Live, Mackenzie Blackwood has the stiff neck. Gearston in on defense in the back end there with Kevin Ball. I'm not really sure why, but Ty Smith, who's been struggling lately, moved up to the first pairing with Dougie Hamilton. it didn't last the whole game, but they made an effort. It turned out they were -3, but what can you do? Kira Schmid was in goal there, and he looked pretty good. They had a weird first goal of the. Oh, you already tired, Samuel? I'm sorry.
I'm already
All right.
tired, man.
I'll move it along then. Dylan Larkin, who got the Hattie tonight, some sort of weird goal off the boards. Kind of Chico was saying on the radio call, Chico and Matt, seemed like almost like a set play that they had practiced maybe earlier in the day. But a weird bounce there. However, right there near the end of the period, 19-11 into it, when you know it. What have we talked about for so many weeks here now? Why did you break up Mikey McLeod and Jimmy Vesey? They worked so well together. Now you have Nathan Bastian, McLeod's other buddy. Okay, obvious line, but they were broken up for a while, and now they are reunited, and wouldn't you know, McLeod gets a second from Vesey, and Siegenthaler, who had himself a nice game as well, threw some big hits. One of the positives in this roller coaster season that we've been going through here. We've talked about Jesper Bratt a lot, but also Jonas Siegenthaler has emerged as a, I'm not going to say a top pairing, but a mid-level pairing defensive line. You're right over there, Sam Wu. He's getting me nervous. He's moving around. He's looking.
I'm just trying to make myself comfortable.
Oh, okay. We haven't had an Andreas Janssen touchdown call in a while. But either way, Devils get out of the first period, and I say that because they played well. Oh, boy, there's the Sox.
Yeah.
They played well. However, right at the last, 30 seconds of the period, again, it was just kind of like a free-for-all in front of Akira Schmid. So don't like to see that. The second period, the Devils forgot to play, mostly. Dylan Larkin, Bertuzzi scored about 30-40 seconds apart. Chico was saying that basically the passes on both of these goals beat two different Devils defenders each time. Kind of inexcusable there. Larkin then, finished up the Hattie later in the period at 15:47 on a wrister. I don't know. Devils defense started to turn into the 2020 Swiss cheese version again, and not really sure what's going on over there. Dawson Mercer, though, did have some good chances, as well as Jack Hughes had a breakaway that he got stopped on. But Dawson Mercer did put a nice backhand home, a short-handed goal. What do you know? Hey, it does happen. So that's his 8th of the year. Nice to see him get back on the score sheet. We talked about him and Janssen and Bratt getting broken up, and all of a sudden the production from them stopped. So it's nice to see that maybe some of these guys are coming out of these skids here. Bertuzzi puts another one home. About 6 minutes left. His 12th to wrap it up. 5-2 for the Red Wings. Shots on goal for the Devils. 13-8. 12 for a total of 33. Detroit 10-12-8 for a total of 30. Face-off's pretty even. Devils have a slight advantage. 52% to 48%. Everybody was an offer on the power plays. However, we did get a short-handed goal, so I guess we can say yay, special teams there. But still the offers on the old power plays. And I know the one was only 13 seconds there at the end of the game. So I'll say they're 0 for 2, even though technically 0 for 3. Hits, we were 0 for 2. I'm looking at the Red Wings, we're 0 for 3. Hits, 21-10, so we did a good job there. 14 blocks, only one giveaway. Which is nice. No takeaways, though. None of that Nico Hischier magic was going on because he hasn't been in. He's been out for a week now. Hey, man, Ryan Graves, and now Jaros, PK Subban. Is there someone else I'm missing? Was there someone else moved into COVID protocol? I can't remember off the top of my head. Either way, Devils lose 5-2.
I think there's 4, right, in protocol?
Or maybe it's just PK that got moved today.
PK.
What are we now? We are 10-14.
Ryan.
10-14-5. Negative 22 in the goal differential. Woo, baby. Not good. Not good. Let me see if I get some. Let's see if
A lot
I
of
get
good
some
comments.
other.
Seeing comments everywhere.
Okay, let me just see if I can get some. Where are we here? Jersey. Oh boy, do I even want to see this? Last 10, 1, 8, and 1. Lose. Our streak right now is on a 5-game losing streak. 1, 8, and 1 in the last 10. Man. Sam,
All
whoa.
right.
I think I just depressed myself saying that. I was just like, it can't be
All right,
that
let
bad.
me take over.
It's not
Let me
that bad.
take
It's like
over.
3 and 6, right? Or something like that. 3, 6 and 1 or something. I don't know. I'm looking right at it, right here. Unless TSN is not fully updated yet.
No,
If
no,
not,
no,
it's
no.
just gonna
Scotty, I don't have the
1, 8, and
official
1.
record. I don't have
1,
the
8, and
official
1
record.
in the last 10.
I started counting when that black jersey was first leaked.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
All right, but I'm just gonna say that's the time period.
Good. Feel like D from It's Always Sunny.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Oh, Sweet D does a good
All
throw-up
right.
thing.
All right, so we're gonna give you some content right now.
Okay. You're going to give me, or we're going to give the listeners? Who
Oh, we're gonna give
here?
them some content because I'm seeing all these comments here, and I'll read them.
By the
off
way,
soon.
I finally figured out why I was going to the wrong, not seeing all the comments on Facebook, because I was going to our fan page, I guess, instead of the actual podcast page or something like that. I didn't even realize. I didn't even know there was a difference, but now I can see them. So look at that. I'm getting better.
All right.
So gimme.
Well,
Mickey, how you say this? Millet, 29 and 56 under rough. Yikes.
This is bad. This is bad. Happy that
bad.
Tom Fitzgerald got to see his boy make his NHL debut. Gotten a scrap
great.
there. That's great.
Awesome. Good for Tom. But how about the team that we root for on the ice? They're not. They're not doing
the
so
ship,
well.
The ship is burning. The ship was burning at that time period.
Who said this? Andrew or Matt? There, they can't play 60 minutes. They showed it tonight. They came out good, and then it just it was like the air coming out of the tire, just slowly but surely. And that was it. And I understand, they played shorthanded and everything like that. I get it, but even Chico said it. Like, these are opportunities for some guys to come up and like Fitzy's son, to get their opportunity in the NHL. Like, because of these players going down and going on COVID protocols. And what is it? It's 4 teams that have had their games canceled. I know Boston.
Colorado, I think.
Colorado, someone else are canceled through Christmas.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be playing any games through Christmas. And like we
Keith
said,
Martin said, Detroit was shorthanded too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, it's like we just said earlier too. Oh, excuse me. It's been a week since we haven't seen Nico and Ryan Graves, and we know because of the reports out there that these guys are all vaccinated. So it's you just hope for their recovery, as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. So, but everyone reacts different. You can't say one thing or another. What some people just shoot out of their system real quick. Sometimes it lingers for others. So just hope they recover because it has been a week. It has been a week.
Breaking news: Antonio Rodriguez on the YouTube Live just wrote, I just talked to RWJ Barnabas Health Rep. They don't want to be associated with the Devils power play anymore. Oh, well played, Antonio. These comments are great. Like, I wish I could read them all off, but they're just coming fast.
By the way, Utica, I think, is also they are not in pro. They sort of are. The teams that they would have played, I believe, are in protocols, so their games are canceled through December as well.
Wow.
Bummer on all that stuff happening, especially around the holidays and everything like that.
You know what?
But our team is a different story.
But hey, at least we got to watch a game today. Now I'm digging really deep, but honestly, I mean, I'm out of words to kind of describe this portfolio of the Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment. Yes, I call this a portfolio in part of their investments. Most expensive beer at the arena. Team sucks. It's losing. It's going on and on and on. Scotty, you talked me off the ledge last season.
Boy.
Now I'm
here we
starting
go.
to get mad at you because I was going off, and all right, I'll be patient. Okay, all right. Saw some positive things here. Then now you got some fans who are like, well, you got to still support the team no matter what. Well, I don't want to be drowning on that sinking ship.
You got to support team. What I want you to think about right now, Sam Wu, is I just want you to think about Buck Showalter. I just want you to start thinking about Mets baseball right now, because that's what we have to look forward to is Mets baseball in spring training. All right?
Scotty,
that's what we need to do.
I've said this before. Had they bought the Mets, and you know who I'm talking about, I probably would have quit sports altogether for a very long time. And maybe watch college. But I don't, had they bought that team.
Let's look at this here, okay? So today, what went wrong? What do we see? We see a team that's not playing a full 60 minutes. We saw a team that had a couple flashes for a while, 10-minute stints where they look good, but not a full 60-minute game. Okay, continuously. We've seen some improvement. Who have we seen improvement from? Jesper Bratt, like we said. Jonas Siegenthaler.
Yes.
How do we feel? How do we feel about Mr. Pavel Zacha, who is a restricted free agent after this year? He has 9 goals, but like they said, he is a -10. -10. And hasn't scored in whatever it was, 8 or 9 games now. He hasn't scored. So is he going to be that winger that we give to Nico Hischier? Like we talked about. Oh, they got to replace Kyle Palmieri. Well, they're replacing him with Pavel Zacha. That's who's going to go on the wing. But he's been so streaky now. And as soon as Nico has gone down, Pavel Zacha has completely disappeared.
Yeah.
What do we do there? Okay? So these are the questions that need to start getting answered. I like the way both of them have played at times, but not consistent enough. We need someone who's going to be consistent. Is that going to come through a trade? Is that going to come through our prospects? Prospects are not a guaranteed thing. They're not a guaranteed thing. Someone wrote it on here. It's great that they're winning down at Utica, but are they Utica level players that are just playing really well right there? I hope not. I want to see the Riley Walsh and we got Kevin Ball up here now. So we're going to see a little taste of him until PK, gets healthy and comes back. Until Ryan Graves gets healthy and comes back, which we hope is soon. We hope that is soon. But where else have I really seen improvement? This team should be with Dougie Hamilton, and we know Graves has been down a week. But it's just a week. this team should be much better than a minus 22 goal differential. You know,
Penalty kills have been much better, though. That's the only
penalty kills
positive.
been better. You know what? We killed a 5-on-3, but then we gave up those other goals where the puck was just sliding like in between our feet, like two defensemen. Like how that's tough. That's tough to justify there. Ryan Huttner now. There's not even one 25 goal scorer on this team. What you're saying is correct. Tatar is not listen, I can see that you can see the talent on Tatar and the drive and everything like that, but you can also see why Montreal might have scratched him in the playoffs.
Yeah. Couldn't get done.
Yeah. What I mean, I could see it. They're too streaky. They're way too streaky. Is this the start of a Dawson Mercer hot streak now? I don't know. He's young. He's a rookie. You kind of expect it from them. But we're also looking at Dawson Mercer like he's like this big leader on the team already, and he's only what are we 35 games into his first NHL season. He wasn't even a Sherlock to make the team coming out. He just got drafted. Defense should be better. It's going
to get ugly. It's going to get ugly tomorrow. Pittsburgh Penguins coming to town tomorrow.
I want to see.
I'll be at Taj Lounge 973 for Game Day Live.
Oh, come on, Sam Wu. I want to hear you get excited. What do we got here?
About tomorrow?
Holy. Wah! Sam Wu.
What?
I want you to try and guess. Now, I already told you we're minus 22, but how many goals do you think we have given up this year already?
I'm going to guess. How many games have we played? We're at game 29 right now. I don't know. Let's do some math. 29, so about 30 games. I would say about 127.
You're close, actually. As crazy as that sounds. 102.
Wow.
102. We are by far and away, Philly and Columbus both have 95 in our division. Does anyone else even are we last in that? Oh no, wait, Minnesota. How is Minnesota giving up 100? Oh no, wait, that's goals for. Hang on. All right, so Arizona's got 109. We got to be next to last. Seattle's got 103. Who else is worse? We got 102. Oh, wow. Oh, Buffalo, Ottawa, and Montreal. Okay. And Detroit. Okay. Saved by the other crappy teams.
Now, Celluloid Therapy writes.
That's bad, dude. That's bad.
The Penguins
102
are hot. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that's bad.
The Penguins are hot right now. So let's just say it now.
Those
6
Penguins.
regulation losses in a row. He's predicting that
right now.
Yeah.
Those Penguins.
I'll tell you, the only thing that's going to save
we get the Zoolander
Devils
clips for tomorrow. That Crosby, so hot right now.
The only thing.
I hope we don't get smoked tomorrow because it'll be.
The only thing that's going to save the Devils right now, I hate to say it, and I shouldn't even be saying it, is if the game's postponed.
Oh, don't say that, Sam.
I know, but still, this is
Do you want me
bad.
to sing the Young at Heart song again? Fairy tales can come true, even to you, Sam Wu. If you're young at heart, boo, 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 boo. This is what I was singing to Sam. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do a therapy session after the Pens come to town tomorrow and probably clobber us. Who knows? We might win one. Hey, in the last 10, it says 1-8-1. Maybe tomorrow will be one of those ones. All right, so right. Right?
Who's in goal? Gillies?
I have no idea.
Silly Gillies?
I don't know. We're gonna find
I
out.
mean, let's.
Someone get Marty on the phone. He wants to play a couple more games. See if he can increase. Get Marty and Chris Terreri. Call him up. Get him in there. So you know
Is
what?
Marty even our e-bug?
I don't know. I bet you Johan Hedberg is playing somewhere. Call him up. Get the Moose back. We'll do some Moose calls for a game. It'll be fun.
I'll tell you what. It's getting to that point. That's the only thing that's going to be getting me to these games. If you pull these kind of stunts where Marty Berdour's in e-bug.
Hey, it's Star Wars night. It's Star Wars night. Pew pew.
Tomorrow,
yeah.
Oh.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum.
I'll play that at
Sam Wu is really mad at the Devils. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I'll stop.
Just sell the team. I mean, Scotty.
Can you imagine? Wait. Can you imagine if Princess Leia, sent that message, help me one, Obi-Wan, and he was just like, be patient, like, you imagine? Help me one, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Be patient, Leia. Leia. I call her Leia. Leia. I'm going to the Star Wars nerd stuff. All right, let's get it to the end here, right, Sam Wu? I think we've we've got off the rails far enough.
I mean, there are a lot of
this team. I don't know. All right, well, yeah. Let's get to some comments. YouTube Live, Twitter Live, Facebook Live. What do they say, Sam Wu?
Thank
you, everybody. Vent.
I need some psychedelic therapy.
All
Antonio
right.
Rodriguez.
I should have took a gummy before. I'll take one before the Penguins game tomorrow. I'll make sure.
Let's see here, Eric, and that is where the anger comes from. Player for player, no way in hell this team should be 4 games under 500. Let's see here.
Remember how we were at the beginning of the season? We were 4 or 5 games over 500. We were happy campers, but something has drastic. And I get it with the illness, with especially Nico and Ryan and PK, who has actually been playing better. I get all that, just for Bratt going down, but I mean, it happened before that. It was happening before that. It's continued to happen, and it's just the similar pattern from last year. Ooh, excuse me. It's a similar pattern from last year, except last year we lost the game to Winnipeg. This year we won the game and we got the cool Jack Hughes celebration. But then everything else afterwards is kind of headed in the same direction now all of a sudden. So we took a really that's just a tiny baby step. We were hoping to take maybe a couple more this season. Don't have to springboard all the way to the old playoffs. We get it. But we're hoping for a couple more baby steps this season in the right direction, and we've taken some backwards.
Scotty, I never thought I would say this.
What's that?
But this is almost beyond repair. This whole situation. When they first bought the team, I was thinking they would be the next Stephen Cohen. After dealing with the whole bankruptcy and Jeff Vanderbeek, and which now I'm starting to be more appreciative of Jeff Vanderbeek right now. I thought they were going to be the Steve Cohen of the league. I thought we were so rich. This has been nothing but a disaster. Let's be honest. It's been nothing but a disaster. First,
so far,
first impression I got was in 2013 when they changed the goal song. Didn't even let the fans know. And it was Bon Jovi, Not in Our House, or something like that. And then it's just incremental disappointment after disappointment. Then you had the fool's gold of 2017-2018 season. The feel-good story of Brian Boyle. I thought that was awesome.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was
love old
awesome.
Brian Boyle, but
Yeah.
team didn't really do too much other than that, you know. But
Yeah.
Brian Boyle was nice and fun. That was cool.
Couple
Good for
first
him.
overall picks, you know, and all that. And honestly, I just think that this continues. You can't ask the fans to be any more patient. I'd say don't trust the process. Throw the playbook out. Do something drastic outside of the plan and maybe sign a couple free agents. Let's go up to the cap if we need to on stupid 1-year deals. Let's at least try to shake it up. These kids are too young. Dougie Hamilton, he can't do it all himself. It's going to take more than just signing Dougie Hamilton. All this. And the excuses, look, the team was losing before they got sick. Okay. I kind of was sensing a downward spiral, if you remember, Scotty. About 10 podcasts ago, I was getting a little, because once anybody that has watched hockey, played hockey, have seen the game, there are certain fundamentals that are just simply not there that you learn as a 5-year-old. That's a problem. They're not playing as a team. They're playing as individuals. These analytics that they're relying on are good numbers, but in terms of team chemistry and trying to put these lines together, I think John Hines had that problem. Now Lindy Ruff has this problem. And there is a fundamental breakdown in how the Devils are evaluating players, putting a team together, and playing a team concept. They're not even playing a team concept. If 4 guys and 4 Devils, and there were 2 Red Wings, and the 2 Red Wings scored twice, they're not playing a team. They're not on the same page. They're just not. So, you know, Lindy Ruff, I respect him as a coach. I'm even going to say Lindy Ruff doesn't even deserve this team. Not deserve this team. Doesn't deserve this because for whatever reason, things look good on paper, but they don't translate on the ice. And that's hockey. That's hockey. And I think they have to take a look at themselves in the mirror, the whole scouting, the analytics, you know, the decision makers. Why did we sign a goaltender that retires 2 days later? And then why did we sign a goaltender that really may have had injury problems? We don't know in the past because serious problems like this just don't pop up out of nowhere, you know, in preseason. So these are very, very tough questions they have to ask themselves. And when you go through it all, it almost seems like they got to really blow it up again. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I don't want to.
I don't know if you have to blow it up or what you can do is, well, this becomes.
They have a lot of tradable assets, at least.
They have a lot of tradable assets, and you can make some deals for these guys. You know, you just have to decide who and what. I think the idea was to not do that, but I think we're getting to the point where something like that has to happen just to shake it up a little bit. It's either that or the coaching staff. One or the other, maybe preferably both. I don't know. That might be what it is that this team needs. You know, it may need something huge like that where they trade some of these guys. And we talked about, you know, Zacha, Jesper Bratt being restricted free agents here. You know, obviously they got Jack and they got Nico locked up, Dougie Hamilton locked up. I don't know. They have a lot of other young talent.
And remember when there was that news out that the Arizona Coyotes GM, that guy was talking to the Devils when he shouldn't have been, and all that kind of stuff. Again, and the reason why is because he's all, Mr. Analytics and all that kind of stuff. I think right now, I like Tom Fitzgerald right now, but even I think he needs to be on the hot seat. Not so much because he's a bad GM. I think there are just so many fundamental breakdowns that it's almost, I would be all in for completely blowing it up where nobody is untouchable, including Nico and Jack with their contracts, as long as they fix all the fundamentals within the entire organization, how they're scouting, how they're putting everything. Because, look, David Connie goes out to freaking Vegas first year during the Stanley Cup Finals. Anybody that goes through the New Jersey Devils are having success elsewhere.
Well, the
There's
Vegas
something-
they did a very good job at their expansion draft as well. I mean, listen, we had some great prospects, but we've also had some lean years here. I really do feel like we have the talent, but the kids are just they're not there yet. However, I'm starting to I really feel like they do need a coaching change. And that's no offense to Lindy and Mark Recchi and Naz.
I wish it worked out with them because it would have been awesome.
I do as
if it
well.
did.
But something's off, something's not right there. But I'm also starting to lean towards they may need to trade, one of these big prospects for someone more established that can bring that, credibility here, and that winning mentality, maybe. These guys haven't really had the success here in the NHL. I'm not an NHL GM. I could be if they want me to. I could be an assistant GM. I'm hoping to be assistant to the traveling GM.
Coach.
I want to be like the George Costanza. Now that we have Buck Showalter, I want to be like the George Costanza of the Mets. That would be great. I want to be the assistant to the traveling secretary
maybe
to
John,
the GM.
Maybe John Tortorella could be the guy that could probably shake it up because he'll speak his mind and he'll tell the truth. How he would.
I definitely think they need an established coach, much like the Mets. I'm glad they didn't go with one of these like, oh, it's our first time hire. We think this person's gonna be. Just give me someone established who's like an actual manager. Give me someone who's like a real manager. Like that's Buck, and I think that's what the Devils need now too. They don't need, and this is no disrespect to John Hines or anything like that, but they don't need one of those things again. Where it's like, oh, this is a college coach or a minor league coach. This is his first time. I don't know. I feel like they might need someone.
The team needs to win now. Otherwise, I'll tell you what, and I said this before, otherwise you're going to lose an entire generation fan base. You've got the New York Rangers next door. You've got the Philadelphia Flyers next door. If you split North and South Jersey, and you've got the Islanders.
Well, you got a Rangers team next door that's playing well,
Yeah. Yep. And, blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. If you blow it up, you could build it back quickly in 3 years. Our rivals have shown us that. Follow their model.
I mean, they need to, if they're going to follow their model, then they need to go out there and swing a big trade or make a big splashy free agent signing on the offensive side.
Yeah. Or trade for a generational player.
Could do that.
I don't think you will ever pull Connor McDavid out of Edmonton, but you may be able to pull somebody else. Who knows? Should be interesting.
Austin Matthews out of Toronto. Is that where you're going?
Maybe. he'll never. I mean, these teams are not that stupid, but you never know. I mean, we've seen
They're
Ray
eventually
Shero
going to
do-
get into cap. They'll eventually get into
Yeah.
money trouble though with those, just like Chicago did eventually too. You know, it's how they lost Panarin.
Yeah,
So, you know, it's going to happen to them at some point with those monster contracts that they have. So Toronto, how much is Tavares making? It's a lot.
8, 9, 10 million. You
Something
know,
like
I mean,
that.
I think Tavares
They have a bunch
actually
of.
did the
They have a couple
Islanders.
double-digit guys. What's that?
You know, with Tavares, you know, for the Islanders fans, I mean, if he just said, I didn't want to be here, at least the Islander fans would have got something out of return from a trade, you know, but
Yeah.
really, I think
It's
the
tough.
Islanders are doing fine just without him, even though they're struggling this season since he's left. You know, they
They've
went further in the
they've had-
playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. They had
Toronto.
2 really deep cup runs. You know, it may not happen this year, or playoff runs. You know, it may not happen this year, but the last 2 years, they definitely flexed some muscle there as a team to beat, or a tough team to beat in the playoffs, because they will grind it out with you, which we know from past Devils teams. They're constructed, you know, very similar in that sense, built out from the goalie. You know, a tough, hard-nosed defense, able to close down in those playoff games once you get a lead, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
We
see.
still don't know who our team is, though. Are we a defensive team? Our team now? Are we an offensive juggernaut? We're still trying to figure that out. So maybe
Swiss cheese?
tomorrow. Are we Swiss cheese defense? Maybe can we go back to like Munster at least? You know, Munster is delicious and there's no holes in it.
Yeah.
There's no holes in it. See, that's what we
Yeah.
want. No holes in the defense. I know it's tough, and you obviously can't stop everyone, guys. But some of the stuff tonight was just woof. No bueno.
Yeah. Well, Scotty.
So they got another chance tomorrow. Let's hope that Pittsburgh doesn't walk all over them. They come out tough, ready to play, ready to prove all us fans wrong, and that they're going to score. It's going to be 5-2 Devils tomorrow. Jack Hughes is going to get a goal and some points. They're going to start playing well. I know I'm just dreaming, aren't I? Please, come on, guys. Come on.
Scotty,
Do
I
it
really
for Sam Will.
appreciate you. No, Scotty. I really appreciate you doing this
Fairy
podcast with
tales
me.
Can come
'Cause
true, even to you, Sam.
I
Will.
wouldn't
When
know.
you're young at
I wouldn't know what to
heart.
do. This is therapy for me because I wouldn't know what to do.
Hey, I'm
You let
starting
it
to
all
lean
out.
into yours. I don't know if I want to blow it up yet, but I think like a trade, something, not a blow up, but a massive shakeup needs to happen. Massive shakeup.
Massive. But here's the other problem with it. Who's going to make that call of a massive shakeup? You see in football, the Jacksonville Jaguars, what they did. They sacked their coach, and then they're going to say, we're not going to pay you pay you the rest of your years. That comes from ownership. And, you know,
Tony Khan, AEW.
this needs to be
Thank you
built
for saving
the
wrestling.
right way. This needs to be built the right way. And, you know, I just don't want to be patient anymore. I want to get back to work and get it done the right way. But the problem is I don't trust the leadership above the GM, basically the ownership group, because unfortunately they don't know hockey. They don't understand it. They don't understand. You can't put a number on a player, numbers on statistics, numbers like they do in their own, day jobs. You need to get a Lou Lamoriello in there, a hockey guy that understands both the numbers and what the scouting is telling him, and build that team chemistry within the organization. It's simply not there. Although the only hope I would have would Kevin Dineen, what he's done, could he be that guy? He certainly can be. But it's just way too early, and it's AHL. It's not NHL. I don't know. I really don't know at this point.
I think
You
I think we're gonna be singing. We're gonna have to put the Cars into our playlist. Not only some heads are gonna roll. We're gonna have to shake it up, boop, 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 boo, doo, boo, doo, boo. Shake it up, boo, doo, doo. Boo, 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 boo. Shake it up. You don't remember that one either, Samuel? You're just looking at me like you blank stares. Blank
No,
stares.
I remember that one. I'm thinking of another song. Shake it.
What's the other one?
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Oh boy. I see the rhythm didn't really land in the appropriate spot with you, huh?
It's all right. Hey, you know what? When you're losing, let me tell you something. It's kind of like how
it don't matter when you're losing. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me how Andre Johnson was born on this podcast. You know how it was born?
Mm-hmm.
We were so lazy that he was so lazy that we decided to be lazy, didn't even try make an effort to pronounce his name right, and just call him.
But that was
Andre
last
Johnson.
year. That was last year.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, I'll be looking forward to hanging out with you once again tomorrow night. Maybe we'll have to have our therapy session. Hopefully not. Let's hope that our boys actually get the win tomorrow against Pittsburgh. If you're going to the game, make sure you go out and see Sam Wu at Taj Lounge 973.
Yes.
Because he's going to be there for Game Day Live. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's going to try and eat every single food that he's eaten before there in hopes that one of them will bring us good luck. So the catfish, the nachos, the wings, the beer, which, by the way, we do have some beer specials if you happen to go to Taj Lounge 973 before or after the game. We got some nice beer specials going on there. So go ahead and check it out. Say hi to Jesse. Leave her a nice tip. And, then you can hang out with Sam Wu. And then you could ask all his questions. Ask him all these questions about where he gets his Mickey Mouse heads and his Be Patient t-shirts and all that goodness.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scotty. They seem like they're on a direction to lose on Sunday and lose on Tuesday back-to-back to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Festivus. December 23rd, before the Montreal Canadiens come into town. Paul Viking. Does the ownership group have a winning team in their portfolio?
Oh, boy.
The answer is I don't think they do. But I will say, we will air out our grievances on that Thursday night before the Devils take on the Montreal Canadiens, also at Taj Lounge 973. And as promised, if the Devils haven't won by then, I'll go to Costco and start giving out some paper bags. and I'll get some Sharpies, and you can do it yourself. And I'll bring the hockey stick as our pole, and at Taj Lounge 973 on that December 23rd. Happy Festivus. Air out our grievances. Just air it out. I got some beef with a couple of our podcast guys.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sam Wu's letting loose.
Yeah.
He's holding no prisoners. That's right.
My beef with you guys is, why were you guys so positive all the time that you're fooling me about this team? They still suck. I'm just kidding.
Unfortunately, they do.
Guys.
Right now,
Yeah.
the Devils are not playing well. And like we said, some decisions are going to have to be made here. If they get swept, if they don't listen. For me personally, I thought there should have been a change made starting about a week ago. So
Smokey. Sixers are relatively successful, yes. Yeah, that's after the NBA got involved and cleaned house. True story. It's in ESPN.com. Anyway, Sorry, I'm just I shouldn't. Say
Good for
that.
we want the Devils to get
Yeah, I don't
better
care about
without
the
having to get
Sixers.
the NHL involved because I don't trust that damn Bettman for nothing. For nothing. Gary, go home, Gary.
Keith Martin writes, maybe plastic bags are a better option. Keith, plastic bags have been banned in New Jersey.
I wouldn't put a plastic bag over your head. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
that
no,
as
no,
a
no.
as a a warning for anyone out there thinking that might be a better alternative than a brown bag over your head. Trust me, stick with the brown bag. Much better option to put on your head. Okay.
Yes. Alrighty. That's enough before we get in trouble. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you for all those participating. Devils After Dark. We went a little
brown
overboard.
bag.
Yes.
Brown bag. Okay.
With holes. Holes
Paper.
for your nose, your eyes.
Paper bag, please.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm in Winnipeg. Very good, Keith. Very good. Thank you, YouTube Live. All right, we're out of here. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
We'll be
Till
back
next
tomorrow.
time, let's go
Wallow in
Devils.
misery.